What's going on? What's going on? It's your guy, man. I'm back. Oh yeah. Today we talking about intermittent fasting. Yeah, that's a big one. It's a hot topic these days. People talk about these diets and these ways of eating and all this stuff. It's a hot topic. So we're gonna chop it up. Let's get to it. So basically, intermittent fasting, first of all, is not a diet. Intermittent fasting is a system of eating. It's a method of eating. You tell yourself when you're gonna eat, when you're not gonna eat. It's not really what you eat. You can do it in different ways. You can do it in cycles. You can do it every other day. You can do a 20 and 4 schedule, which is 20 off and 4 hours on. You eat 4 hours of the day. The most popular one is the 16 and 8. That's 16 off, 8 on. I do that. I do the cycle, nowadays because I've done it for so long, I'm good at it. So, I do it differently each day just to mix it up. The 20 and 4, I've even done that. It's very extreme though. I wouldn't really recommend that. It's super extreme. Um, it worked for me because I have PKD. It's polycystic kidney disease. And I have to monitor my intake of protein, my intake of phosphorus, and my intake of potassium. I have to watch those. And during the intermittent fasting, it makes it easier for me to monitor that because I'm only eating within a certain window. So that's why it works for me. It also builds willpower and discipline. That's another reason why I chose it, because it helps with that. You're telling yourself each and every day what you're gonna eat, what you're not gonna eat. That builds discipline. That, like in one of my previous videos, if you can control what you eat, if you can control what you eat, you can basically control anything else. So yeah, that's basically it. The quick science of it, is 6 fat loss hormones that we have in our body. Now, 6 major hormones that we produce. Now, I read reference material, so I come across these terms in the fitness community and things like that. I'm not gonna get too geeky with you guys. I'm just gonna introduce them. If you get serious about intermittent fasting and you want to do some research on your own, that's totally up to you. But I'm just going to introduce them and I'm going to keep it moving. But it's critical to know that the 6 hormones are essential to burning fat. We have HGH, which is human growth hormone. We have IGF, which is insulin-like growth factor. We have glucagon. We have testosterone, adrenaline, and thyroids T3 and T4. Those are the terms. You can rewind it, look them up, write them down, do some research on them if you're serious about intermittent fasting, because that knowledge, it will help you understand how it works. Now, conversely, we have 3 fat store hormones. We have cortisol, which is stress. We have insulin, which most of us know is sugar. And then we have estrogen, in the form of toxins. So the presence of any of those fat store 3, we say fat store 3 because it's 3 of them, 3 of the hormones that store fat, it blocks the efforts of the 6. So any high presence of estrogen, insulin, or cortisol, those 3, any high presence of those 3, and it's gonna block the efforts of what you're trying to do. So that's why it can be so hard to eliminate fat and to drop the weight, because everything not right upstairs. You stressed out, you worried about too many things, you can't focus. Remember, the presence of the stress, the presence of that cortisol, it can block the efforts. So that's why it's important to keep calm and to work your mind out, incorporate your meditations and your affirmations, take a holistic approach. It can be important. But that's basically it, man. That's why intermittent fasting is so wonderful, because what it does is it raises your HGH. That's a fat loss hormone. So it raises your HGH and it lowers your insulin levels, which is a fat store 3 hormone. Raise HGH, lower insulin. So that's an environment to burn fat, to eliminate fat. That's why it's so wonderful. Now, you couple that with your meditations and your affirmations, that lowers your stress levels. Couple that with your body getting better because you're exercising, you're getting your mind right, that lowers the fat store 3 right there. That eliminates them. So that creates a great recipe to burn fat. That's why intermittent fasting is so dope. because it increases the environment for the fat loss 6 and it lowers the efforts of the fat loss 3. You're exercising, you're doing right. It's a holistic approach, baby. That's why it worked for your boy. It can possibly work for you if you want to give it a shot. It's all on you. It's up to you. It was all on me to make a choice. And it helped me a whole lot. So now to the tips. I said I was going to give y'all 8 tips. So let's get to them. The first one is starting small. Start with your back end cutoff first. Set your cutoff time for about 7 or 8 o'clock. Set it hard and attack it. Once you set your cutoff time, maybe set an affirmation for it. Start telling yourself, I will not, or I will go without calories until the following morning. Start telling yourself something like that around 8 o'clock so you can build your will up and follow your schedule. Number 2 is lock in the habit. Do that for about 30 days until you build the habit, you build the willpower to continue on. Number 3 is start shrinking your window. So once you build the habit of doing it, you start cutting it from the other end. So if you eat breakfast at like 8 o'clock in the morning, cut it off to 9, then cut off 10, 11 until you get to 12, and you create your 12 to 8 hour window. So it's going to take some time. Be patient with yourself. Number 4 is eat fruits and veggies that's high in water content, because that's going to help with your hunger levels through your fast and throughout the day as well. So salads are wonderful because of the lettuce. Lettuce, high water content. Broccoli is good. Watermelon is awesome. Pineapples are awesome. Just to give y'all a couple of examples. Those foods will help you. Fruits and veggies, baby. Find you a solid trail mix. I love trail mix. The mix of the nuts are wonderful. You got the cashews, the walnuts, the almonds, the pistachios. Those nuts are great. A lot of nutrition. They got a lot of healthy fat. So you want to get that in your diet. It's going to help with your hunger levels as well. Drink your water. Get your water in. That's going to help with your hunger levels. Make sure you're hydrated throughout the day. Water is important. Number 7, eat right before you cut your time. So if your cutoff time is 8, maybe have your dinner around 7 o'clock. So that way you're eating right before your fast. And it carries you on to your bedtime. Your body's already had time to start breaking the food down. So maybe start there. And then number 8 is just go to sleep, man. That's the last one. Go to bed, get your rest. The more energy you have, the better your insight, the better your disposition, the better your perspective, the better you'll do. So get your rest. Rest is highly important. So those are the 8 tips, man. Start small. Set your cutoff time first. That's number 1. Lock in the habit. Number 2, lock in the habit. Do it for 30 days. Number 3, start shrinking your window from the other end. Once you get your lock-in time right, start shrinking it until you get your 8-hour window in. Number 4, eat those fruits and veggies, baby. Fruits and veggies high in water content, so it helps with your hunger levels. Number 5, find you a solid trail mix. The walnuts, cashews, all those, man, a lot of nutrition in them. Number 6, drink your water. Number 7, eat right before your cutoff time, so it carries you on throughout the night, throughout your fast. And number 8 is just go to sleep, get your rest in. Rest is very important. So those are the tips. Those are a little knowledge on intermittent fasting. I hope it helps. Thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. As always, think good things about yourself. Be better today than you were yesterday. You already know. Peace and blessings. I'm out.